never did, so thought I'd come on here. Better late than never. Sorry I am late about a minute here, but we are excited about what's going on here, guys, and I thought Joe Shoop was going to be here today, but maybe something kind of came up on his end. Anyway, I want to welcome everybody to today's Breakfast Club. As always, the Breakfast Club is here to aid, support, and assist.
Line muted.
To the effective management of a KB Vision business and how to present, the vocabulary, what to say, and equally important, what not to say. And I think a lot of people need to hear that message just as bad as they need to hear what they should say. Don't know who we're going to have with us today as a co-host. Big Boomer, are you there? Do not see Big Boomer. I see Lloyd's there, Taylor, New Jersey, Deanna Kennedy, and several others that appear to be new today. So I am going to go ahead and mute everyone's line here, so hang on 1 second.
Conference muted.
All right. Well, again, I want to welcome everybody to today's iteration of the Breakfast Club. This is Norman here in Worcester, Ohio, and we have a lot of very exciting things going on with KB. This week we expect to see the welcome packs come on. We're in our back office. We will have a new purchase option, one-time purchase option. Every affiliate will be able to, one time, even if you're an old crusty veteran like me, you'll be able to purchase 1, 2, or 3 of the 1 gram product cards and get immediate delivery. And we expect that to happen either later this week or over the weekend, and possibly even before that. So that's a very, very exciting development. Also, we still have the promotion running where those of us that can log into their gold account and actually change the purchase amount of your monthly plan, and that option is not, I repeat, is not available yet, but we expect that option to be available very soon. In other words, if you are not already a bronze supervisor and you have a monthly purchase, you will actually be able to go into your back office and click on your invoices and pull up that purchase plan and change the amount to $500. And at the end of the month, at the end of this commission cycle, which, by the way, the commission cycles run from the 11th to the 10th of each month. So at the end of the 10th, everybody that does a 500-point monthly purchase plan or more will be promoted immediately on the 11th to bronze supervisor. So that's a jump in two pin levels. Normally, we do not get credit for the points from our own purchases, and with this special promotion, we do. So after the first month has expired and you want to change the amount from 500 back to 100 or 50 euro, you can do that also in your back office, or you can stay at 500. And I want to stay and let everybody be clear on the fact that there is no set it and forget it purchase plan. Everyone, including me, I have to go in and manually authorize each monthly purchase. I very much like that because that way I'm able to time the market. And as I've been able to do that, I've been able to squeeze out more profits by buying on dips and keeping an eye on the price of gold. For instance, the last couple of days, gold has there's been some profit taking. The price. Okay, I'm going to turn the entry tone off here. That is something I forgot I could do. Okay. So what I'm saying is there is no set it and forget it monthly purchase plan. You have to manually authorize each month what day you want to make your transaction. And a lot of people think that it is set it and forget it, and that is just simply not the facts. That feature is coming in the future. We have requested that for people that are very, very busy. They don't have time to follow the market. They don't have time to buy on dips. Personally, I think they need to take the time. It's never a bad idea to learn some new skills. But you can get a better price. I mean, why would you go shopping for clothes and pay full price when you can get your clothes on sale if you just pay attention? Same thing with gold from KB. If you'll just pay attention and look at the pricing, and I have a website that's actually my home page. When I log on the internet, it goes right to Kitco, Kitco, where it has the real-time price of gold, and it also has, at the very bottom of the home page, it has the currency conversion rates, which also come into play with this business model. So I think it's very important that people understand how unique an opportunity we have here with KB Vision, and we make money actually two ways. First way we make money is having a gold account, having bought gold, or have a monthly purchase plan. If you don't have a monthly purchase plan, you have no real reason to not have one. And I know people are sometimes paralyzed by fear, and they think that, well, if I make a commitment, I may not be able to afford €50 or about $70 a month. I turn that around on people and say, if you're that tight on cash flow, that's even more of a reason to save $70 a month. The United States, we have statistically proven to the world that we are terrible savers. We're better spenders than we are savers. Here's a way that we can set someone up with an opportunity to save $70 a month, and that amount might go up or down based on the euro to the USA dollar conversion rate. But right now, €50 is around $70 US. And why not refer people and use what I call house money to do that? If you have commissionable activity in your organization, in other words, you have people buying gold in your organization, that generates earnings, that generates commissions, and when your earnings get over €20, they send you a debit card to load those commissions on, and then you can buy your gold using that debit card, and that way you're using house money, you're using their money, you're using commissions, you're using earnings to purchase your gold. And I think that's a very smart way to go. So we make money two ways. When we have a personal gold account with KB, gold goes up in value, you make money. It's just as simple as that. Just like today, the price of gold, just a few minutes, goes up $26 an ounce, and that causes our gold account to go up too. The spot price will reset tomorrow to reflect the increase in price of gold today, and this, we have learned that the KB spot price lags the market by about 1 day. So when you see an up day like today is definitely a day you want to go in and buy your gold from KB. It's right on the tail end of consecutive days of the price going down. Now it's going up, and it's a license to print money if you know how to time the market. So having said that, the second way we make money with KB, we earn monthly customer acquisition bonuses and residual income when we find clients or when we find people and help them set up an account with KB and show them how to buy gold from KB. Guess what? You get paid. If you're willing to put in the work, you can make money with KB. And some are making a lot of money with KB. And you're getting paid to help educate and protect others. You're getting paid to help others save money. Can you think of two more impressive ways to get paid? You're getting paid to help educate and protect others from financial crisis, and you're getting paid to help people save money. That is just outstanding. KB offers right now a fast, easy way to buy gold at spot price. They offer a fast, easy way to receive earnings and commissions, and a fast, secure, reliable, and fully insured gold delivery service. Gold prices are up 27% year to date, guys. Each day that people wait to buy gold from KB, they're literally losing profits. And if people are tight on money, can they afford to lose profits? I don't think so. KB Vision Gold sales company-wide are up 25% in the last 30 days. Just got that statistic from corporate. KB Vision Gold deliveries have averaged a 50% faster delivery than promised in the back office. They say allow 4 to 6 weeks. We're seeing 2 to 3 weeks. That's impressive. Commissions. I mean, we've heard what people are making. A lot of people made a lot more than they thought they made. Some people made a little bit less than they thought they made. But you know what? If you put in the work, and if you have 3 lines of people buying gold, it's a license to print money. Global bonus pools, they're growing every month. Many, many, many people have been able to get in on the global bonus pools, and they're growing in the shares that they've accumulated every month. And guys, there's also not only a global bonus pool where they pay us cash, there's also a gold pool where they pay us in gold. Are you kidding me? And there is free gold to be made from KB Vision. It's a reality for many people that have referred others. Where else can you find a program where all you have to do to make money is buy the product and keep it? I'm going to repeat that. Think about that. Those of you that have been in direct sales, those of you that have been in network marketing, multi-level marketing, where else can you find a program where all you have to do to make money is just buy the product? Are you kidding me? Gold goes up in price. Guess what? So does your gold account. And if we take delivery and have gold on hand, the price of gold goes up, so does the little gold card and the gold bars that you carry around in your pocket or your wallet or you have in your drawer. They go up in value. And with the fundamentals in place and the technical indicators in place, we all are pretty darn sure that the price of gold is going to continue to go up in the future. So having said all that, what I want to do right now, I see Joe Shoop, are you on the line yet?
I am on the line. Of course, you know I'm having problems in phone, but this, yeah, I'm on a different phone now. I was able to
get it. I've been kind of holding the fort here.
Me too.
1 minute after, and I didn't have any Joe Shoop, no Big Boomer, and no Dr. Denis.
We inspired to do that this morning. Dan and I talked about that at 2 a.m. We wanted to see how you got without that.
How well Joe can think on his feet. Well, you know what? I was scrambling, and you put me to the test, and I don't know how well I did. Probably I give myself a C+, but oh well.
Yeah, well, let me say this. We really know that a major part of these programs is education, and that's where we are. Most people are, get stuck with what do I do, and I know that sometimes some people get on the line and they know what to do, and some of this is old stuff, but we have to continue to get in a batting cage. I'm the baseball guy, Joe, as you know, and I think in terms of baseball myself. And many a great hitter spend hours in a batting cage because their fundamentals are not right and their foot's pointing the wrong way, the swing isn't level, and that's what happens to us in all of business. We have to get back to basics, and what is this about? What is building a business all about? It's the same whether it's a brick and mortar or whether it's a online network marketing. That doesn't make any difference. It's the same thing. We have to tell people we're in business, period. McDonald's tells us every single day. JCPenney sends me emails every day. They do that because they want to keep their name in front of me until I say don't do it anymore. And so we are at the point where we need people to understand and continue to get in the batting cage and hone their skills and be better at what they do. We have to commit to being better. So what do? We tell people that we're in business, and we have many methods to do that. We have people that love the cold market, like Taylor and myself. We have people like you, Joe, that contact your networking friends, and Boomer, who loves to use Facebook. Dr. Denis has a tremendous supply of networking people. He's known over the years. Everybody has something different, but here's the common denominator for all of it. It is we all tell people about our company and find the interested party. That's it. It's as simple as that. The biggest thing that I think that people have to get accustomed to is that daily activity. Only control the activity, can't control the result. And Boomer put it best last week and said, I'm back to that 2-hour window where I have to work on my own business. And that working on my business means finding interested people. When you find an interested party, you move them along with the information, and that's a website, that's a piece of information, it's a video, it's an audio, it's a three-way. Learning all of those fundamentals is important. So I want to go over to Boomer because I know that he is teaching the Facebook. I know he knows this is the 21st century, and this is what people are doing. And that doesn't mean it's the only thing. I know Dr. Denis and I are not students, let's say, or experts in this Facebook, arena. We're not, and I need to learn that. And does it mean I can't be successful if I don't? No, it doesn't mean that at all. Just another tool in the toolbox, and it's probably a very effective. It is a very effective tool. I know that. I see Boomer and many people using that. Chad Hershey's another one. He knows how to contact people. And make noise, have people say, what are you doing? What is that? And that's what we want. We want an interested party, not an interested party in gold or silver or precious metals, a person who says, I'm interested in making money. How do I do that? I would love to have a business where I work from home or not work from home, either way, and I want to make money this way. Let's see if this fits for me. And that's what we're all trying to achieve. So, Boomer, I'm going to jump over to you with, I know we want to talk about Facebook today and tell people and announce your classes. So,
sure, no problem. Hey, it seems like some of us got here late this morning. That's why they make new days on time, right? Hey, listen, the Facebook training I'm going to do is going to be on Friday. It's going to be at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. The link will be posted in the KB Stadium Facebook room, which is facebook.com/KB Stadium. And I will post that link in there as soon as I get off of the call here. Listen, there's also a video that we added on to that Joe Norman, Cindy Belmonte, and myself cut, how to introduce the KB business using the 3-step baseball approach. And so go watch that. You'll see it on the right. It has red letters. It says new video. Look. And just go check it out. Any case, Facebook is a wonderful tool to use. It takes some protocol in order to do it. I'll share some etiquette tips. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. And I'll share some etiquette tips as well as what I do using a five new contacts a day, and then let themselves sift who is interested and who is not. So it's very open, and it's just simply a numbers game. The Facebook is being used around the world as a source of connection with people that never knew each other, from friends who know friends who know friends. So it's somewhat of a warm market if you use it right, and not just a plain cold market. I think it's got a lot of benefits for anybody who may have some challenges. Where do I find people? Facebook is a wonderful tool to share the message of anything that you have, as long as I think you do it with sincerity and in good taste, and use some etiquette when you do that. So again, Friday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. I will post the link inside facebook.com/KB Stadium. That is the Facebook page. please click. You'll see when you go there, there will be a picture of a baseball team in jerseys huddling together. Click on the picture. You will then it will open up to the actual Facebook business page, KB Stadium, and please click like. And anybody who clicks like will have access to that link. Okay. I really believe that this will simplify many of your concerns or questions about, where and how do we find somebody. I found 40 individuals off of Facebook that have joined us in business from different places in the world, and it's very non-threatening. So I just want you to know that you can have another source of leads through that way, and guess what? Doesn't cost you a dime to do. I highly recommend that anybody that wants to learn that, jump on there. I'm going to do a live screen share and just show you what I do in simplified form. I'm not the master. I am merely somebody who did some trial and error and came up with something that seems to work fairly well for me, and it's already produced results in the past year. So I invite you to come with that, and if Dr. Dennis or Joe Norman or Joe Shoop, if you have some other comments on your lead sources, we'd all love to hear them.
I don't know if Dr. Dennis is on. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I haven't heard his voice yet.
I'm not sure. Yes.
I'm here. Yeah, yes, I'm mute. Joe?
Okay. he just called you out, Dr. Dennis.
Oh, no, hey, yeah. This is, Joe Shoop said it well. This is a time for learning, expanding, and stuff, and we're doing that. There's no way I have anything sensible to say or instructive to say relative to social networking, but it obvious, other than the observation that it is working, it's evolving, it's important. And I'm so glad Boomer's stepping forward. That's going to help, share what he knows with everybody. At the end of the day, the process is the same. That's all I have to add to it. Whether it's putting information in front of people which is what I do, and I just am fearless about it, and I stay with it. And I want to make sure people that I know about something first, so they don't hear from somebody else. And but that's kind of where my world is, and that's not what this call's about. So I'm anxious to look at this, watch you, Boomer, and learn from you, and move forward with this, because at the end of the day, the more people know about it, the more successful we're going to be. More people we help, just like you said earlier, Joe. And C+, that is so lame, but I'm going to satisfy your need to be stroked. That was definitely an A at the beginning of this call. That's C+. That's ridiculous. That was a wonderful summation of exactly where we are and what we need to do next. So
I just get tired of hearing myself talk. That's all.
Great job.
Listen, you're amazing. This announcement that I don't know if Cindy is with us this morning. I can't see the chart, but we'll be sending out a notice today regarding the women's call, and we have all come together on an agreement that the women's call, and this is not just for women, this is to hear from the women what they're doing. We obviously have a bunch of men on the Breakfast Club in the morning and other calls, and Cindy is very in tune with and very much a part of the live broadcast with John Alfiers, and we have asked her to head up this women's call along with a few assistants that will, they're associates and partners in this. They'll be heading up these calls. They will not be interfered with by us. They're going to be hosted and by the women, and Cindy will be doing that. Anyway, this Wednesday night, we are going to have a call at 8 p.m. Eastern. It is a live dial-in teleconferencing call. However, we will be making the announcement that the looks like the first Wednesday of every month will be the women's call, which will be a live broadcast. That's what we're shooting for right now, and as opposed to a conference call like this one is, it will be a live broadcast like John has with his live broadcast. And I think this is going to be very exciting. We have a number of women who are successful here. They know what to do. They have some little different things than we do, or than I do anyway, and it's exciting to watch this. So I think we need to hear from them, and that's going to happen. And a couple of women are going to take the bull by the horns and run with it. And I suggest that we promote it, that we support it, we go listen to what they have to say and what they're doing, and support those calls by bringing new people and new women. I do not know what the percentage is here in KB, but I know that roughly 82% of this industry is the home business arena is women, and 87% of them are part-time. So we need to support that and make this a really, really big, exciting call. So I wanted to make that announcement.
Joe, they can go to mykbgold.us, and if you mouse over the More tab, right at the top, link there, affiliate training tips. We have posted the video that we recorded out in San Diego. Cindy Belmonte is you can actually see her face, her picture, her voice inflection, and how credible she is. We actually did a video role playing, and Big Boomer is the newbie, I guess, that just registered with KB, and I'm the affiliate that brought him in, and he's going to call a prospect on the phone, and it's Cindy, and the whole role playing is so basic and raw that I think everybody can resonate with it. But it basically just gives someone the skills and a live demonstration of those skills that we teach on the Breakfast Club. The skills that are laid out word for word on that affiliate training tips link of what you say to people. And, you know, the front end of that video, Joe, Boomer is assuming and doing the role playing of someone brand new that gives the excuse, I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in, I got the uniform on, I got my KB bat in my hand, but I'm afraid to go up to the plate, Coach, because I don't know anybody. I mean, Joe, you hear those excuses, and what it is, it's just lack of confidence. What I think they're really saying is, look, I really don't know enough about this to call or talk to anybody without embarrassing myself. Yeah. Would you agree, Joe, that that's really what they're saying?
Absolutely. There's no question about it. Hey, can you see Taylor Eckhart on there?
I sure can. She's here, and I can unmute her.
Yeah, unmute Taylor for me. That'd be great.
And bring her on. All right, Taylor, here we go, girl. Let me. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of people in here today, guys. Let me find Taylor.
Hey guys, in between that, on that role play there's 3 different scenarios. There's one that somebody is uninterested. We call that 3 strikes. And then there's one that's somebody that's interested but needs more information. And then there's the other scenario of, hey, that sounds absolutely exactly the solution I've been looking for. How can I enroll right now? That's a home run.
Which, Boomer, I might add, about 1/3 of the time, 1 out of 3 people that you show this to just won't be interested. And for them, he takes 3 swings at getting them interested, and he got struck 1, strike 2, strike 3, and I rung him up. And did he get upset? No, we expect that. That happens. And the second person was mildly interested, and the third person is all over it. He could not say the wrong thing to the right person, which is about 1/3 of the time.
Right.
So having said that, I know Taylor is doing a lot of cold calling, and you talk about a fearful activity, and Joe Shoop has mastered that market, and that's one of the markets that Joe Shoop is most comfortable with. Personally, right. I'm not most comfortable with that, but he is. He's a master at it. He's been doing it for years, and he has personally taken Taylor under his wing and is giving her personal instruction. And Taylor, how's that going for you so far?
I'm here, guys. Yeah, it's going well. Joe's a great teacher, a lot of fun, and I really enjoy working his scripts, short and to the point. And I had never done anything like what he has. I hadn't worked scripts like this, but I took a look and said, yeah, I can do this because, it's kind of fearful, guys, but you know what? Once you make that first call and you realize what's the worst that can happen? A person can hang up in your face, and I haven't had that happen, or they can kind of get testy and negative, and in which case, that's one strikeout right there, and I maybe give him two chances, and and then I'm looking to get off that phone as soon as I can because I don't want to waste my time on somebody like that. As Joe says, I'm looking for the interested person that has an interest in working from home and building a successful home-based business. So it's going well, Joe. I mean, it's practice, and it's just having confidence in what I'm doing and believing in the business and the product, which I absolutely do. I've never had a problem believing in this phenomenal company. And my goodness, the product, Kinnabar Gray Gold Bullion, what can beat that?
Hey, Joe, this is Joe. Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
And I wanted to just say a couple of things because this is what if you go back to basics of people and you say, well, what Joe is talking about? What do I do? I don't have anybody to talk to. This is a woman who said, I'm going to talk to. I want to. First of all, she's a really good student. Number two is she's very. This is not brand new for Taylor. She's used to picking up the phone and talking to people. Probably not in this arena, but the cold market. But she has said, you know what? I'm going to learn this. I don't care who I talk to, and doing what she's doing, I mean, it takes a lot of courage to say, I'm just going to go do this. Teach me how to do it, and I'll do it. And with this script, it becomes easy. With the thinking behind it, it's all about that, terminology, perception, and it has to make sense. And I just give you a lot of credit, Taylor. I wanted you to come on to say that because I know that you're working with this, and you can hear in her voice. She's not afraid anymore. I don't know if she ever was, but she's not afraid to say, hey, Frank, it's Taylor Eckhart giving you a quick call here from New Jersey. How are you? And start that conversation and move forward with a person she doesn't even know. And for me, that's the most comfortable market because I don't have anything to worry about when I find they're not an interested party. We just have a script and a few lines that gets rid of them, and that's what we look to do, is to get rid of most of the people. We want, why? In a cold market, 95 to 98% are going to say no anyway, so we're just trying to get rid of them to find the right ones. And we do that quickly without a lot of dialogue. You don't want to bond with people on this kind of a call immediately. You want to find if they're interested, and the bonding happens after we have an interested party. But no, I just wanted to say that you're doing this, and you're leading the way for people who, I know people have called you and said, hey, what are you doing with that? I hear you're cold calling. And for those who do not have a place to go, who do not want to call their family and friends and acquaintances and all that, and you're afraid of that, don't be afraid of a cold market. Get real, real used to what Taylor's doing. She understands this now, and she's having a fun time. You can hear it in her voice. She's laughing about it, having a good time. We're having discussions about certain people that call that say, maybe a little bit of attitude here. We have a few lines that get rid of those people right away in a very, very professional way that just excuses them from our candidate. It's a candidate search. That's what it's called. The list that you use in a cold market is a candidate search list, and that's what we're doing. But I want to say congratulations, Taylor. I am thrilled to work with you.
Well, I'm thrilled to work with you too, Joe, and if I can say or help anybody out there overcome their fear and just get on the phone and make the calls, for crying out loud, that's the way to move forward with the business, and it's just a learning process, and it's really about having again confidence in what you're doing, what you're presenting, and knowing that you are helping others if they're willing to help themselves. I love what Boomer says about to overcome the fear of picking up the phone and talking with anybody about this. Get out of yourself and think about how you're helping that other person, because when you believe in this company and you believe in the product and our fantastic comp plan and what we have here to offer people and help them, you won't have a problem calling people. I'm not saying you won't be scared, because I am scared when I go to make my first call, but once I make my first call, I'm usually on a roll, and I'm off and dialing. So I love that. Boomer really helped me with that statement and saying, just get out of yourself and really believe that you're offering something everybody needs out there today. And if you fully believe that, you'll pick up the phone and call. So with that, yes, I am having a good time with it, Joe, and I thank you so much for all your help. And I'm just in the learning process, guys. I'm making mistakes, but it's okay. That's how I move forward and get better. It's just practice making myself better. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Taylor.
Thanks,
I'm going to go back to you, and we're at the bottom of the hour, so we're going to probably close this up unless we had something else to go by here and
let's
run
get
by.
some questions. Let's get some questions. People, if you have a question, press 5-star. 5-star will unmute, or actually won't unmute. I will see your hand raised on the control panel here, and I will unmute your line. So you can ask any questions you want about any of the things that we discussed early on in the call. See Bill Peters. You've got your hand up here, and your line is unmuted. Go ahead, my friend.
Hey, good morning, Joe. Thank you guys all for all the effort that you put in. It's tremendous. Joe, one thing on Kitco. What time of day? Do you go in first thing in the morning and see prices of gold then, or what during the day do you go by?
That's a great question. I have a daily planner, and I know because I am a student of Ron Mueller is my tax guru. He is an expert at home-based business and getting all his students audit-proof, and if you ever do get audited, they'll shoo you out of there in 10 or 15 minutes if you follow what he tells you to do. And the first thing he tells you to do is to get a daily planner and log your daily activities, because if you can prove to the IRS 4 hours a week is all you have to do to enjoy full deductions of your home business, and you have demonstrated enough business activity, which according to IRS law, 4 hours a week. Are you kidding me? Is that all I have to document in order to be able to write off my mortgage payment on my house, my cars, my mileage, my phones, my clothes, my gold? Yes, that's right, my gold. There is a technique, and it's legal, to be able to write off your gold as a business expense, and it's all there in his system. And I don't mean to be long-winded here, but I mean I'm probably rocking a lot of people's worlds with what I'm saying. But I know that it's it's mandatory. You've got to have a daily planner. If you're serious, you got to have a daily planner. And in it every day, Bill, I log as soon as I get up. When I'm done with my quiet time in the morning, I turn my computer on. The first thing I do when it boots up, I go online, and when I go online, guess what page loads? Kitco. And on the left-hand column of my daily planner, I write the gold price. It's whatever it is, 7 a.m. in the morning or whatever it is. I write the gold price and whether it's up or down with a plus or a minus. And right below that, I scroll down the bottom of the page, and €1 equals whatever it is US dollar. And then the next thing I do is go to kb-vision.com, and I'll write down the spot price for 1 gram, which this morning was $59.80. And then I know that the euro to US dollar is $1.36, so I'll take 59.80 times $1.36, and I know that today the spot price is $81.32. I write all that in there. Then the next thing I do is I look at how many affiliates I have in my entire organization, and then I'll deduct that from what they were yesterday, and then I'll know how many new ones I had came in over the last 24 hours. And that new number I circle. And then the next column I write contracts, how many contracts I have in my organization. And then to the right of that, points. Those are the most vital statistics that I believe everyone should document. And if I ever got audited and I walk into an IRS office, if he looks at my daily planner, there is no doubt that I'm in the gold business.
Right. So the price you use from Kitco is the one you find first first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning, and then what I did, I update it throughout the day. Right before I got on the Breakfast Club, I went to Kitco and I got the spot price. It was up $26 an ounce, so I wrote that in there, 1804 plus 26, and then right below that I wrote in €1 equals $1.37. It went up.
Right.
So I wrote that in there, and then I'll do it again probably in the middle of the afternoon, and then I do it again before I go to bed. Well, Joe, that's so much work. Oh, really? That took me all of about 2 minutes. Maybe not even that much. But again, I'm just treating it like a business. I want to know those numbers.
Yes. Great information. Thanks, Joe. And then something unrelated to that came up in yesterday's call. We had a caller that was going to the mall, calling on a jeweler, showed him one of our gold cards and explained that these cards are certified by the Swiss government and he can be assured that they are what we say they are. What's the best way to tell that jeweler how he can verify what we say that card is what it is?
That's a great question. Bill, you're on a roll today. Tell him you have a computer here? Yeah. Go type into Google search engine box, Kinnabar Gold.
Okay.
And up will come several different resources like Wikipedia. They're totally unbiased websites that will give them the definition and even pictures. And it just gets down to how serious are they? Is the timing right for them to take on a new product line? And do they want to make some money with something new and exciting and trendy? Again, never judge. I'll tell you what, the last probably 3 weeks, I have had more conversations. We have more and more of our KB family members, affiliates, that are serious about wanting to make money. They're just cold calling jewelers. They're cold calling, and they just go drive around downtown, and you see any signs in the window, we buy or sell gold here.
Sure.
It's a yes waiting to happen. That's about, and I just was working with one recently that right out of the gate he's going to buy 100 of the 1 gram units and become a preferred customer. That was nothing for him. It's inventory, tax deductible for him.
Sure.
So he became a preferred cut right out of the gate, got 100 of the 1 gram units, and believe me, the affiliate that referred him, come next commission run, is going to be one happy camper. And it took maybe just a few minutes of his time, and I think he attracted that jeweler with a Facebook page. I think he did, if my memory serves me correctly.
That's wonderful, and maybe he can even get the jeweler to accept the cards in payment for his work.
I don't think the guy's a jeweler. He's a licensed broker who also has licenses to sell gold and silver bullion, but he also has a brick-and-mortar storefront where he sells gold and silver. He sells and buys. People bring jewelry to him, and he gives them 30, 40 cents on the dollar, just like everyone else does.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Joe, thank you.
Yeah, and another marketing strategy I just want to briefly touch on before we take another question here. 2 instances where my construction and development company came in handy for the gold business. The first was last week. I'm on a job site with an inspector, and he's there for a footer inspection. And he says, I haven't seen you in a while. You guys must not be real busy. I go, no, we're not real busy. I'm doing some other things. He said, what are you doing? And I said, we're buying and selling gold. I'm in the gold business. And he goes, really? Joe, every time I get a paycheck, I've been going to a gold dealer here in town and at least buy some gold every paycheck, and I've been doing that for several months. And I go, really? I said, you're overpaying for your gold. And so, to make a long story short, emailed him some information. Don't know where that's going to go yet because he didn't really respond right away. So the second instance, last night I get a call from a boiler room that's selling construction equipment. and the guy calls me and he's trying to, put the heavy pressure. We got this, we got that, and can I write you up for 10 of these and 10 of that today? One of those deals. And I go, well, you know what? Not real active with construction. I'm not buying anything tools or equipment wise because I'm in the gold business and doing really well with it, and have a lot less overhead, a lot less headaches. Nobody wants to sue me, and the cash flow is free and clear, and don't have to pay material suppliers or labor. He was stunned. And so there, just being aware in your everyday lives, all of you listening in right now, all of you, if you'll just be aware, you will be surprised how many people come into your path, whether it be on the internet, whether it be while you're on a walk in the neighborhood, walking your dog, whether it be you're sitting at a ball game, watching a volleyball game, watching your daughter or your son in a football. Just be aware of your surroundings, and be a people person and strike up a conversation with people, and then just get good at asking questions. And then get an email address or a phone number, and you never know where it might go. Because the beauty of this, and Joe Shoop will tell you, Big Boomer will tell you, I know Chad Hershey's on here, Dr. Denis, a lot of industry veterans, you are one or two people at all times away from a six-figure income in this business. I'm going to repeat that. You are one or two people away at all times from a six-figure income. You get one Joe Shoop or one Big Boomer in leg number one of your business, and you get a Dr. Denis in leg number two, that's a license to print money. Two people can change your financial future forever. Joe Shoop, am I exaggerating?
No, not at all. You just have to keep working at it, and not even in search of that, they will show up. And that's you have Chad Hershey. We've been friends for years in networking. That's how we met. And sometimes I have gone with things that he has had, and vice versa. But you never know. You never know when that leader's going to show up. I mean, we showed up through a mutual conversation at one point. I guess he contacted me about something, and we were in another company, cross line, and you just never know. And through all the methods that we talked about, could be a cold market. I recruited a major player in a cold market one time that was just, in one of the companies that just went through the roof. It was just, you never, ever know. And that's why, as you said, you get comfortable like Taylor Eckhart. You get comfortable. And, if you're afraid of it, just jump over that by educating yourself. That is how you get better at what you do. You educate yourself, and you practice over and over again in the market that you wish to be in. And if you have no market, I was told one day, I remember saying, well, all our leads are exhausted. Do you have a phone book? Now, please don't get me wrong. Today you can't use a phone book, but this was years ago. And we built, Joe, a monster business out of a phone book. The biggest recruiters on the East Coast, my group personally, I headed that group, out of a phone book. So there's no excuse for not finding. And through that, we found this monster player. So there is ways to do that. It doesn't matter whether it's a lead source or somebody a contact, a referral. Who do you know that would be interested in a career change, maybe part-time for the right money? It is a great question to ask people. Mm-hmm. And so that's, you're right, Joe.
Another thing that I want to just throw out there is, do I lead with the product or the opportunity? And that has been a chicken or the egg question since Amway started 40 years ago. Mm-hmm. Am I right or am I wrong?
Oh, you're right.
I know.
I know some people just they pound their fist on the table. You never lead with the product. You lead with opportunity seekers, because those are the ones that are going to take you to the promised land financially. Well, and then I've seen other people pound their fist and just insist that their way is the only way. We lead with the product. And you know what? I really don't know the answer to that question myself.
There is no right answer, Joe. There isn't. It's in an individual.
If anybody does, raise your hand. I know we've got some top marketers on this call. Chad Hershey's here. There's several people. Deanna Kennedy, Tom Richardson. The list goes on. Terrell, you're there. We've got a bunch of people. Lloyd, gosh, I didn't see you there. I'm going to unmute you, Lloyd, if you don't mind. I know you kind of like to stay behind the scenes, but Lloyd, you've produced this video. Boomer, how awesome is that video Lloyd just made on how to take someone through the entire gamut from registration to upgrade to KYC to he walks through live on a video actually making a purchase, and then he doesn't stop there. He finishes it off by showing how to request delivery.
I know, dude, man, you are just knocked it out of the park, Lloyd. If you're listening to this, dude, I'm so proud of you. You are just such a fine example of someone giving all to our whole business, our whole company selflessly. Love you, man.
Yeah, Lloyd, I mean, if you want to just say a few words about marketing, and again, I don't want to embarrass you by gushing over that video, but if you guys have not seen it yet, go to mykbgold.us. It's on just about every page, especially on the page that it's intended to be on, and that is mousing over more and clicking on funding/purchase options. It's there, and it's also on the home page. It's on the customer page. It's on the affiliate page. It's on just about every page because it's just so important, guys, because at the end of the day, if no one buys gold, no one's going to get paid. And for people to not buy gold, that's like saying no to free money. That's like someone on the street corner handing out $10 bills and you just walk right by and don't he wants to give you some. The market wants to increase your gold account, and the market will, and the market has been. And I said last week, just in the last 30 days, those of us that have gold in our gold accounts in storage with KB, and even gold that we've taken delivered, do you realize your gold in the last 30 days is up 12%? Are you kidding me? 12%. So where else are you going to get that kind of a return? So when it comes to marketing, Lloyd, what's your MO? Are you out there looking to put the product on display or the opportunity?
Well, I think with the gold, the obvious thing is gold is in front of everybody these days, and we've got the media out there pumping the heck out of it. I don't think too many people don't understand perhaps the value to own gold. So my approach is to show them that card, and I know the sample packs are coming, and I think that's going to explode everybody's business because I know I've talked to a number of people that are sitting here waiting and wanting to get those cards in their hands so they can show and tell, and I think that's going to make a huge difference. But my approach is really, I'm trying to focus just on finding those three key people, and they may not be the people on the top of my line or my leg, but somewhere in those legs there's somebody who really wants to take this and make it happen, and then making sure they understand that they duplicate that three serious people in three different legs, and not having to feel like you have to go out and find the world or knock the ball out of the park, so to speak, to get too many people. It's really just focusing on those three. And I think if everybody just does that, it'll surprise them how much income they can make by keying into those people who actually want to buy gold. It does not take many, as we know, but they have to be purchasers, and they have to duplicate that. But I do know I'm going to have to redo that video, and thanks for those accolades. It's not a professional studio I have here, but it seems to turn out okay. But I'm going to have to change it as soon as those sample packs come out, because I think that's going to be a big part of everybody's business for sure.
Well, in my opinion, and Boomer and Joe Shoop, feel free to chime in here, don't change a thing about that one, but I would do an additional one for the sample pack. What do you guys?
Well, I could slip it in there. I could slip that in there pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean it might.
But no, I hear you. Yeah. No, I think it's a great time to be in KB, and I think I think what'll happen in time, and some people have asked me why did I put that World Aurum in there, and it's just a brief little bit, but I think KB Kinnabar Gold is in most people's eyes just another way to buy gold, and of course they all come at it from price and all that sort of stuff. But I think it'll soon become clear that one of the major benefits of owning KB Gold is the ability to utilize it and make it easy for people to understand why that's a benefit in KB as opposed to even buying UBS Kinnabar Gold. If they wanted to pay the higher price, they could buy that, but they're not going to have access to a merchant network that I know is coming and will evolve into something that everybody who owns KB Gold is going to be in a pretty enviable position to be able to utilize it without having to convert it back to cash and do all kinds of fancy stuff to be able to get access and utilize gold. So I think that's going to be a major benefit for everybody as this unfolds and takes off.
I totally agree, Lloyd. And Harold mentioned privately that they World Aurum is there. It's already a company. A website's built. It's pretty functional. They've got thousands of merchants that want to get in the game, but they're delaying it. One of the main reasons they're doing that is to allow us to build up our gold account so we can actually buy some things and just transfer our gold 1 gram at a time to all these merchants all over the world that are out there ready, willing, and able to accept KB's bullion as full and complete currency. I mean, this is game-changing stuff, guys, and it's there. It's already in place, and they're just waiting. So we have several months to build up our gold account 1 gram at a time. And who cares if you don't possess a full gram? People I know get all bent out of shape about that. Well, I did a 50 euro, and I only got 0.75 or whatever it is, the ratio of a gram. What can I do with that? It's not what amount of a gram you have, it's what it's worth. That's worth 50 euro when you bought it, and that was 2 months ago. Guess what? It's now worth 56 euro. You just made money, and you can use that 56 euro to buy goods and $56 worth of goods and services from our World Aurum platform. So don't want to get too much into it, Lloyd, but man, it's exciting. And if people knew half of what you know and half of what I know, they I'm talking about prospects and guests. I mean, we wouldn't have enough time in the day to enroll and register all the people, but good word does travel fast, and it's just a matter of time. I can assure everybody you guys are at the right place at the right time with the right company, with the right product, with the right vision, and I am just so fired up about the prospect of being able to help people, educate them, and show them how to save more money. I'm not asking them to buy a juice or a lotion or a potion that they're going to consume and have nothing to show for it. Financially, they may have better health or better skin or faster website or whatever it is, but those consumables are just that. They're consumables. We are a totally different category. KB is a category creator, and the category creators that we all know and are familiar with, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, and the list goes on and on. Those companies are alive and well decades after they get going, and I don't see anything less for KB Vision, because we are not talking about a brand new startup operation with no track record of success. We're talking about seasoned, savvy businessmen that have a long run of successful business dealings. So having said all that, it is the top of the hour, and I know we kind of rambled today, but I think we got some pretty good content. Don't know if Terry recorded it. Yep, I see Terry in there. And hey, guys, let's do a shout-out. Terry Whitener. How awesome.
Terry Whitener, man, let me tell you what, that guy,
Terry.
you are another tremendous giver to everything that we have, and I want to just give you a big hug, man. Terry, you're talented.
Behind the scenes, never asks for anything in return. And, he just has so much good seed planted in the ground that I just pray that your harvest comes in, Terry, 100-fold for all these good deeds that you're doing, and not only good deeds, but quality good deeds.
Mm-hmm.
We're just so proud to have you on our team.
We love you, Terry.
Yep, absolutely. So, for Big Boomer, for Lloyd, for Dr. Dennis, for Joe Shoop, Joe Norman here, you guys tune in. No Jimmy Larson webinar today. I repeat, no Jimmy Larson webinar. This is the only live event today. The live events are all listed mykbgold.us under the live event schedule. Please make sure that you get that information to your team. Again, if you're taking this business serious, you'll get all the important information, tools, and connect them to your upline as well. So you guys all have a fantastic day. Joe Norman here. We'll see you all at the top.